Hello everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. Welcome back to another video. I haven't made a video like this for a while, just a video about what's going on with these referees. In fact, I've never made a video about the referees in the Premier League. I think it's getting to the stage where my patience is very, very much being tested. And, I'm looking back on some of the interviews I'm doing, the conversations that I'm having with people after games. And ultimately, you want to be talking about the football. You want to be talking about the players that are on the pitch, the manager, the tactics, the substitutions. This was great, this wasn't great, right? And criticising your own team or other teams or giving praise. That's what a fan cam's about. But I find myself very often talking about how rubbish the referees are in this country, and it is honestly, my patience is just done. I'm completely finished with the referees in this country. I do not understand how do these people have jobs in the Premier League week after week after such terrible fucking performances. Anthony Taylor, you are the first one, my friend. What the fuck is Anthony Taylor doing in the Premier League? He was so bad, they brought him down to the Championship. He had a terrible game in the Championship. I can't remember which team it was. It might have been Coventry or Ipswich. He couldn't even get it right there. The next week, he gets promoted back to the Premier League. Not just for any game, guys. For the biggest game of the weekend against Man City. And what does he do? He fucks it up. He has a terrible game. Silly penalty with Cucurella and Haaland. And just genuinely, if you're not watching these games live, guys, it might be difficult for you to understand. But for all of you who are going to these games or watching them on the TV consistently, you will have an idea about what I'm talking about. Because this is not just random spiel I'm saying. This is something that is just building up, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. And how are these referees still being given the opportunity to go out there and fuck it up again, week after week after week? What is it that we have to do as a footballing nation to understand that we're getting it wrong? Years ago, there was chaos with Charlie Austin. I remember he said, we need VAR. The referees need help. They clearly can't get the decisions right on themselves. So we got the help. We got VAR. Has anything changed? Has anything actually changed for the better? Are you telling me that the coverage that the referees are getting, whether that's on the pitch or with VAR, video assistant referees, do you actually think the coverage on referees has lessened? Because for me, VAR has just made it worse. It's made it so much worse. And now we have not only incompetent referees on the pitch, we have idiots off of the pitch. So if someone's getting it right, someone that doesn't have a clue can still step in and say, you know what, you need to review that. So then subconsciously, the referee on the pitch is thinking to himself, right, I must have made a mistake here. So then he goes and checks, and generally speaking, you're going to get the decision given, whether it was a soft penalty, a soft red card, something. Because these slow motion videos, everything that they're putting into it, it just milks what football is. And what I mean by that is, you can see these slow motion replays. It doesn't actually mean that these are necessarily bad challenges or anything like that. But it's perceived that way. And we need to try and bring reality back into football, because at the moment it's like a bad video game that I'm watching at the moment. And I don't know how you guys are feeling. Please let me know in the comments if you feel anything similar. But for me, football is slowly having the life dragged out of it. And the first thing is these referees, and VAR is a big factor of that. And then not to mention you've got the fixtures, and we can't complain as Chelsea fans this season about the fixtures because we haven't got any European football, so there shouldn't really be any complaints on our side. But the point still stands, right? And when we do get back into European football, there's going to be a lot of congestion, a lot of different fixtures. It's just so good if you want to watch lots of football, but you have to understand as a match-going fan, first of all, it's expensive, but I'm happy to pay the money. But second of all, it just slows things down because obviously players are extremely tired. But, the officials are here to try and make sure things run smoothly. This is football we're watching, not the NFL. And I was at the Brighton game the other day. They added 10 minutes of extra time. 10 minutes! Nobody was on the floor. Like, we didn't have many large breaks. Where are you finding 10 minutes from? And then they didn't even play 10 minutes. They played about 13. I might as well be going to a cup final watching extra time. But no, this is just a standard game in the Premier League where the referees are taking too much control and just dragging the life out of these matches. It is not good, guys. It is really, really worrying. And, people on the fan cams and people that I speak to are saying, listen, Alex, you need to focus more on the team and the fact that the team isn't able to, play the right way for X amount of time, or that we're not getting the results we need to do, or playing the way we want to play. And I say, yeah, that's absolutely fine. But I want to be criticising the team because of what the team is doing and nothing else. Of course, there's going to be some decisions where I look at the referee and I think there's a bit of a dodgy call in there. And that's absolutely fine. And we've always known that. For years, that's been the case. You can backtrack over the history of football. There's always questionable decisions, and referees are human. So I'm not disputing that. But what I am saying is that, let's not fucking take football to another level. I'm sorry, but I've just had enough of it. And sin bins as well. You really want to introduce sin bins into football? You want to take away the passion, the fire that the players have on the pitch in a derby? What is a derby day going to do with sin bins? Where's the aggression going to come from? Where's the passion? Everybody is asking football players to have more passion on the field and show that they care. But then when they do a nice hard challenge on a player which to be honest with you, 5 years ago wouldn't have even been a yellow, now it's a red card. So this is what I'm trying to say, guys. I mean, it's nothing, it's nothing concrete like one point, one decision affects everything. But it's a combination of everything I'm seeing, and it's coming together. And the future of the Premier League just doesn't look great if we keep moving in this direction. I don't know how anyone can look at this league and be proud of where it is at the moment in terms of the standard of refereeing, everything in that sense. I quite like the standard. Obviously, we've got great players, we've got great managers. I don't want that to change. Obviously, that's fantastic to see. But how can we have so much infrastructure and still fuck it up with the referees? The referees are holding this league back. And why not just do something that Saudi Arabia is doing? Why not look to import the best referees from other countries? Okay, maybe some of them don't speak English. You don't think they'll learn if they get paid well? You don't think the rules of the game still apply, even if you speak Spanish? The referee blows his whistles, the players don't know what that means? Of course they know. Why do you need to have these incompetent referees in England? What, just because they're English? That's absolutely fine. But the English referees are not cutting it at the moment. And this is not just a Chelsea issue. This is a Premier League issue, as I've just alluded to. Man City definitely should have got a one-on-one chance the other day against Tottenham. And the referee played advantage, and then he blew his whistle when the player was through on goal. This is clear. This is blatant. It's disgusting. How are other people not talking about this? And if they are, why is this not a bigger issue? It should be a bigger issue. So look, I mean, hopefully things change very, very soon. Hopefully things change, and we just stamp a bit of authority and have a bit of clarity in the game, because I think that's what we're lacking at the moment, and maybe that's the reason that referees are so wishy-washy. They don't know what to do, right? What is a handball, right? What justifies a yellow card specifically? You know, just because a player doesn't agree with the decision and says that to the referee, is that really a yellow card? Is that really dissent? Is that what we've come to? We can't even communicate with referees anymore. I don't see anything wrong with that. Now, if you're getting personal, talking about people's families, etc., completely justifiable if the referee wants to take action. But this should be something where the referee tries to give players benefit of the doubt. And I think that's what made the Premier League so great in the first place, because we are a very physical league, is the fact that players are able to get away with quite a lot, but just don't cross that line. But players aren't even allowed to ride on the edge anymore. Nobody knows what the edge is. I don't know what the edge is. You know, people are talking about the dark arts. Pochettino's trying to get the players to show more aggression. We're showing aggression, and we're getting red cards, and we could easily get more, to be honest with you. I think some players are still, you know, getting quite lucky. What that's saying to me is, quite frankly, I don't know. I don't know what that's saying. But how can the players be aggressive if there's no clear boundary? They don't know where the line is. You do a 2-footer challenge, you get a straight red even if you get the ball. Even if the opponent's absolutely fine. You speak to the referee, you get a red card. You didn't even say anything personal. So that's what I'm trying to get with this. And I'd love to know what you guys think as well. It's a really interesting topic in my eyes, and I just don't understand why people aren't speaking about it. So listen, if you agree with me, let me know in the comments. If you disagree, please explain why you think the referees are doing a good job, and why they deserve more patience. But I don't think many people will think that way. But listen, guys, thank you so much for watching. Up the Chelsea, like and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you very, very soon.